an interview skills video with you guys. So, and we will also chat and talk about everything, America, jobs and career life and everything, you know. Okay, so I would like to share my experiences, opinions, whatever I can be help of. And feel free to write your questions, concerns, comments. I will read them and I will answer right away, okay? So, I mean, when I did my first one, I didn't know how would be the reaction, but it was good. You know, it was watched with quite a lot of people actually. So I decided to continue. So hopefully it's going to be of help for everybody. Like, so I already applied my fondant. There is already fondant in my face, on my face. And I've already applied my Go Pure neck and Tighten and Lift neck cream. Go Pure. I've already applied it. This is a very good product. And yes, let's talk about job search. Well, these are universal opinions, universal tips and tricks. You know, you can apply to wherever you live. In Turkey, which I am originally from, or in Ghana or Brazil, wherever you are, right? So you can make a little adjustments, but it's gonna be the same everywhere, okay? So the reason that you are having the interview is because they already think that you can do the job. They just wanna see how much you are qualified for the position and if you fit with the company's culture, right? And if you can express yourself very well. All right, so let's start. Let me see. Yeah, I just received a very interesting product. I want to try this first time. It says eyebrow pencil. Look, isn't it very interesting? Okay. Yeah. Brow pencil. So you turn up and then something comes up and then I guess you just highlight your eyebrows. Very, very interesting. What is that? The name? Precisely Brow Bonus. Benefit. The company name is Benefit. Anyways, so you know what I found? I was cleaning up my documents the other day and I found this. You may wonder what this is. You know, this pinkish paper is a proof that I won the green card lottery. Long time ago. Because the date on it is April 27, 1999. It came from United States Department of State National Visa Center, 32 Rochester Avenue, Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Wow, long time ago. It took me 1 year to complete the documents and go through the interview at the consulate in Ankara. And I immigrated to the United States on December 4, 2000. It's a long, long journey. Anyways, so I have my notes here. So time to time, I'm going to look at my notes to talk about the interviews and job search and everything else. And in the meantime, I will do my makeup. So how we create an image? Yeah, when you go to an interview, you go with your image. You sell your image in the interview. By the way, in my first video, if you can watch it again or first time, you will see that I'm telling you, resume helps you to get the interview. Resume doesn't help you to get hired. Resumes are to get the appointment for the interview. It could be phone interview or face-to-face interview or a series of interviews. Okay? So once you get the interview, then you will really, really go there showing that you have the self-confidence. You know, it's very important. If you hesitate about your skills, experience, and your abilities, education, anything, if you hesitate any of them, even a little bit, they will feel it and they will judge you like, maybe he or she is not sure if they can do this job, you know? If he can do the job, he's not sure. If you are not sure, how can be they sure? So you have to show your self-confidence. Of course, you're gonna be excited a little bit. It's a stressful event, I understand, but by practice, you can overcome this, you know. When I got the green card, when I moved here, okay, my English was good, my grammar was good, but I wasn't really talking fluently. And this gave me a lot of stress during the interview, a lot of stress. I didn't know how to start, and I was afraid that in the middle of the sentence, I was just gonna stop because I was gonna talk and think about the right word, you know, that kind of stress. And it takes time to educate yourself, to talk about yourself. It's hard to talk about yourself. You can talk about others hours and hours and hours, but it's so hard to talk about yourself. So you have to really, really practice. You know what I was going? I love going to the beaches, and I was going to the nearest beach, which I can tell you, Riviera, because I was living in Boston area. So I was going to the Riviera beach, Riviera, beautiful. And it has long boardwalk. It has long sand you can walk. It's actually good for your legs too. Walking at the beach and on the sand or in the water, it's very good for health. So I was doing it for a sport, but at the same time, I was practicing interviews. I was talking to myself about myself. I was telling my story, life story and career story to myself. It helped me a lot. And you can be as loud as you can because due to the waves and due to the crowd in the beach, they won't hear you. So it's like free speech. You're talking about yourself to the crowd. There are people, but they don't care. They don't hear you. So you can really practice your experiences, your education, your training, your skills as loud as possible because the waves will take it away. You won't be ashamed or like, oh, is she or he talking himself, herself? What a crazy person. Don't worry about it. They won't care. This was what I was doing. Now I remember those days. Oh my gosh. It's like a movie now when I think about that. But things changed a lot, you know? I mean, there are so many tools online right now that you can practice the interview skills. Anyways, so creating an image is very important. How we create an image. Appearance, dress style. Look smart. Accessorize well, quality over quantity, avoid too much bling, have good sense about sense, don't compete with the customer. It's a good tip. Don't become too elegant that you overshadow them, you know? It's like when you go to an interview and if you have too much experience, too many qualifications, skills, education, and dressed up, too elegant, how would they feel? You know, who is the manager then? I mean, you can perfectly go to an interview like that, but you will be ready to take the how would I say, risk as well. You know, it may burn up as a return because I mean, it depends on where you're going, but in most interviews, don't like overdo it. Don't be too elegant, you know. Again, it depends where you're going for an interview, right? If you're gonna work in the fashion industry and you are expected to be too elegant, that's an exception. But for the majority of people, they go to the companies to work for in different departments. They don't need to be too elegant. You know, you don't have to wear, you know, high expensive brands or whatever. Just be clean, very clean, nice hairdo, nice, you know, light makeup, a light scent perfume or no perfume at all, because some people are allergic to perfume and it may backfire you. So I would avoid putting on any perfume at all, or very little, very light something, you know. And a nice combination of like skirt and jacket, or for men a nice, you know, pant and jacket, or for women too, a nice pant and jacket, nice blues, a nice handbag for women, handbag that it looks like business kind of handbag. You know, don't go there with your Louis Vuitton. You don't have to take it there. Nice, clean, small or big, doesn't matter. Not too big, not too small. Perfect size. It's better to take copies of your resumes just in case if they ask you to hand some, or regarding what kind of jobs you're applying for, you can take the photos of your previous works. You know, some engineers do that, or some IT people do that. They prefer the portfolio, prepare the portfolio, and they show their previous works and samples and things like that. But if not, I would take at least couple of my resumes in hand. At the worst case, let's say they have their copies and they didn't give you one copy, they probably print them. So you can put one copy in front of you and you can do a little bit of cheating, you know. You can check in some parts, you know, what should I say, what should I do, what was my, you know, responsibilities in my latest job, etc. Good direct eye contact is very important. Don't stare, you know. Don't look staring at them, but don't look down either. Don't look up, don't look down, don't look sides. Just a nice, good, direct eye contact. Firm handshake, firm, quick, and dry. Be careful because some people's hand get wet when they get stressful or excited. So make sure your hands are dry, you know. So, or like on your skirt or pant or jacket, without they realize, dry them. Okay? Warm smile, always smile. Always. Smiling is the key in this world. Smiling opens up doors. Not too much, not too little, and not smiling is a no-no. Especially when you meet with them first time. Anybody, when you meet with anybody first time, first thing you should do should be smiling. Like, nice, cute. See? It opens up the doors. They feel like they know you. Here's my first tip. Don't forget, this works anywhere, any job. Almost. I mean, always there are exceptions in life. But we are talking about the regular careers, right? The key is you have to make people believing that you are friends. Friendship is the base for everything in life. Exceptions, rules, you know. I'm not saying no exceptions. There are exceptions, but we are talking about the general concept, right? Friendship is the base of most relations. So when you're friend with someone, what do you do first thing when I see them? You smile, right? Hi, see, you are my friends and I am your friends. The most pleasure that I get from my YouTube channel is because I have a lot of friends from all over the world. That's another reason I prefer to talk in English. And I think everybody in this world should learn English, at least in the basic level, because it's a universal language. If we don't understand each other, how are we going to become friends? You know, friendship is the base of everything. So when you go into the room, when you smile, it's the first step to become friends. People don't usually forget people if they smile to them. Even though strangers, when you walk on the street, but I'm talking about a nice smile, not like weird behaviors. Anyways, I am sure you understood me, all right? So smiling is the key. Don't forget. I have a lot of friends that they work for tips and they say when they smile, they get better tips, more tips. So this is the key. Don't forget and practice your smile. Practice it. Don't be ashamed. Don't be afraid. You can practice everything in this life, right? This is my smile. Everybody looks in their best when they smile. Smiling is very, very important. So again, appearance, dress, styles, because we are creating an image, good direct eye contact, firm handshake, not too long, not too short, like, hi. See, I opened the door. Now it's up to you to get the job, right? They already think that you can do the job. This is the reason they invited you for the interview. When I was in HR, I never ever invited anybody to an interview if I'm not thinking that they cannot do the job. Why would I waste time if I'm thinking, oh no, this person doesn't have quite experience or education, but let me call him or her and invite them for an interview. Let's see. No. It doesn't work like that. People, I mean managers or recruiters, invite candidates only when they think that they can do the job. So you're basically, before the interview, basically you're already hired. But of course, they want to see you, how you look like, how is your image, how is your persona, if you can fit with the company culture, if you can answer the questions logically, your answers make sense, and if you can express your education, experience, and skills in a professional manner, and if you can learn, that's very important. You may not know everything. Of course, nobody knows everything. But it's very important that they have to believe that they can educate you easily. How they understand that? If your answers are quick enough to convince them and the sentences make sense. You may not know the answer for every question, but your logical sentences make a lot of difference. So, positive attitude, very, very important. In my 30 years of HR career, I saw this as a biggest challenge for most of candidates. You know why? Because we remember negative experiences more than positive. Unfortunately, human nature is like that. We focus on negativity more than positivity. That's the truth. So never, ever talk negative about anything. You might say, "Oh, what if I was just laid off, I was just fired, and or some negative experiences happened to me. How can I talk positive?" That's a good question. Oops. But there is always, I hate when the part drops. Oh, maybe this is getting old. I don't know. Okay. Customers want to work with a winner. I'm going back what I said at the beginning. You have to show your self-confidence. You have to have the confidence that you can do the job perfectly and you trust your abilities to do the job and you are the perfect candidate for this job. So you have to show them that you're a winner. Be positive in general, but also specifically about the real estate. Specifically, the workplace is no place for temper, tragedy, or drama. Right? So, the workplace. Yes, Monica. Hi. Thank you. Yeah. You have to show them that you are a winner. A winners never, ever talk negative about anything. They turn the negativity to positivity. This is why they are winners. Oh, Monica, I'm sorry. I'm learning. So, un poquito. Estoy aprendiendo. Hopefully soon I will start speaking Spanish. Hopefully. Nice to meet you, Monica. Thank you. So, guys, generally speaking, you positive. Okay, there are some things that, happening negative in our work life, right? That's unbeatable, unavoidable. It will happen. Oh, nice, Monica. Thank you. So maybe we can exchange some, information. Because it's so hard now. I'm learning and I'm just forgetting. It's hard to keep what I learn. So that's my problem. But I am keen on it. I will learn Spanish for sure. So, for example, a good luck to you too. For example, let's say you laid off because you were going late to your job. Actually, I will talk about this later because you don't have to give the details on how you lost your previous job. You don't have to legally. You don't have to tell everything. And if you don't want them to contact with the previous company or any previous company, you can say that because they have to ask you. Before they contact with any of your ex-employers, they have to ask you if they can contact. And you can definitely say no. But this is the trick. When you say no, they will understand that something happened, right? When you say, no, I don't want you to talk to my previous supervisor, they will have the question, maybe something happened. I wonder what happened, So you have to be honest, but at the same time, positive. Honest and positive, right? So most of the candidates do this. It was a mutual agreement that I left my job because it wasn't working for me, for my goals, for my lifestyle, for my career targets. It wasn't working for me and I wasn't gonna grow in the company. So mutually, we were agreed that it's better that I leave my job. Simple, no detail. Legally, they cannot really dig or ask a lot of questions. They may contact with the companies for employment verification, but employment verification is mostly for proving that you work there. Really, legally, you work there. My drink, my coffee. I will talk about this in detail in my other videos because it's very important subject, because a lot of candidates are having problems explaining negativity with their previous experiences, right? So I want to make a whole different video. Please continue to watch my videos and share with your friends. Like, comment. My target is 100,000 followers, hopefully. So, positive attitude. Never ever talk about negatively about any experiences you had, even though they were negative. For example, my supervisor was very bad at me. My supervisor didn't like me. We couldn't get along well. I couldn't work with him. No. When you say that, automatically they will think, if he or she is talking about past supervisor, that negative, what if same experience happens here and this person is going to talk negatively again in the future? Never give a doubt about your personality. They shouldn't doubt, If you talk very negative about any person in the past or now, It's a doubt in their mind. Remember, you're trying to make friends. You're not trying to make enemies. Friendship is based on positivity. When you leave the room, you have to make impression that you guys became friends now. You're friends. Either they hire you or they don't hire you. Doesn't matter. Now you met, you got to know each other, and you became friends. And in the industry, you may see each other again in other places. So think about in a big picture. Don't make it small, like everything was only for this interview when it's finished. You know, so many times I met with the people that I interview with in other occasions. Oh, hi, how are you? Did you find a job? What did you do? Or, oh, hi, how are you? Did you find what you're looking for? Always stay friends. Make friends, don't make enemies. This is a rule in life anyways, right? Okay, the next one. Know your strengths and weaknesses. Do a self-assessment and create a plan to play on your strengths and compensate for the weaknesses. We all have them. We all have strengths and weaknesses, you know? I will give you an example. This was widely used, by the way. Okay, so tell me about a weakness of yourself and tell me how you overcame that weakness. I learned how to prioritize them. See, I turned a negative, its weakness into a strength. So I didn't know how to prioritize the tasks because it burdened on me, and then it was a burden on me, and then I've learned now how to prioritize them. So prepare yourself for 3 weaknesses. They may only ask 1, but prepare yourself for 3 weaknesses and 3 strengths. Very important. Never ever leave a question unanswered. If you leave any question unanswered, you are not going to be hired. It's so hard to be hired because that shows that you don't know how to be quick in answering questions, even though you don't give the right answer, but you're answering. Never ever say, I don't know. Or never say like, no, I don't have any weakness. I don't have any strength. No, everybody has weaknesses. Everybody has strengths. It depends on how you look at them, how you change them, how you alter them. You know, at the end, don't forget, our goal is to become friends, positive, self-confidence, and just the image, you know, creating a winner image, a winner. And winner doesn't mean that they're aggressive. Yes, they are aggressive, but a little bit of everything you're gonna show. As a winner, you have empathy, you're a good speaker, approachable, you're eager for the job, you search the company very well, you know your duties, and if you don't know, you know how to ask the questions, the right questions, you know your strengths and you know your weaknesses, and you're working on them. And you have great communication skills with everybody, you know, upper level or lower level. You have to prove all of these during that 30 minutes 45 minutes or up to 1 hour interview. It's so hard, I know, but you can do it. It's not impossible. It's hard, but you can do it. I saw people crying during the interviews. We brought, paper napkins, water. We took them outside for a fresh air. We understand as a recruiter, as HR people, we understand. We understand everybody how they feel. It's stressful. But we never hired people who got so emotional, he couldn't answer the questions, very excited, and he couldn't prove us that they were the winners. And winner doesn't mean that all the time they did the best things, best of everything. No, winner doesn't mean that. Just be honest, friendly, know your weaknesses and strengths, show them that you're coachable, trainable, you're willing to learn, and you're willing to fit with the company culture. I hired an office boy. I can never forget. He didn't have any experience as an office boy, but he was so kind. He was positive, very respectful. He was willing to do anything, any job we give it to him. He was willing to learn, and he was pure honest, very honest. He just said that, Miss Esra, I don't have the experience for this job, but in my life, I always tried and did my best for anything I did. I worked in small jobs. I did cleaning the toilets, but I wanted to do the best positive outcome. I never and ever saw any job as little. He started as an office boy. We were very, very happy with him by time. And now, after 20 years, also he got married. He had 2 children. He is now working in a company as a clerk. See? And during time, he finished the online education. Now he is import-export clerk. He started as an office boy. He was doing the photocopy, bringing things, and see, as long as you're a winner, the doors open for you. So, return every phone call and email the same day. It's very important. I mean, even if not the same day, as soon as possible. Okay? As soon as possible. Return. Never leave any phone call, any phone message, any email unanswered. This is very unprofessional, very much. So, what I was doing during my job search, on the last one, I don't do job search anymore. In my last one, and it took me like 3 months, and I was looking for a job in 5 states. Every weekends, I was applying to the jobs, and every weekdays, I wasn't applying to the jobs. I was only answering the calls and replying back the emails. Because one by one, the returns would starting from Monday through Friday. So then I reply back, I call back, and then set up the interviews, and then in 3 months, I landed the job that I really wanted to. All right, guys. So, follow up. They may forget. They may got very busy. They may, not send an email or call. It's okay to follow up. Don't be shy. In the past, I remember so many people were very, very shy to follow up. So don't be shy. It's okay to follow up, but don't insist too much. Don't send too much emails or don't call too many times. Just follow up, okay, like once or twice, most, 3 times at the, I wouldn't do more than 3. Because if they didn't get back to you, despite of 3 times, they would never. This is my hack. I use this eyeshadow on top of lipstick. I learned this long time ago when I was in Turkey. It works very well. I like to mix colors. Okay, don't ever put anything on a voicemail or in an email that you wouldn't want to broadcast. So be careful what you're talking, what you're writing. And oh yeah, of course, during the interviews, don't use your cell phone. It might be open, not turn off. It might be on, but always, the voice totally down. I remember I had a very important interview, and in the middle of interview, my phone rang and I felt so sad. I was ashamed. Punctuality, oh yeah. Be on time and even early. Like if your interview is at 9 a.m., be there 8:45. I will give 15 minutes. So calculate really well. Calculate. Know your area. Is it a heavy traffic area? You have to leave enough early time, like 1 hour, 2 hours before. It's okay if you're too early. You can hang around. You can stay in your car. You can go to a local cafe. It's better to be early than too late. No. Being late, not acceptable. Not in the interview. Never. What I would suggest, let's say things happen, God forbids, there was an accident on the road and you feel like you're gonna be late, So I would call and cancel the interview. Instead of going late, I would cancel the interview. It's my style. You may still go. It's my style. I would say some emergency happened. I am so sorry. And you don't have to give into details. Some emergency happened. And can we reschedule? If they say no, we cannot reschedule, then is it okay that if I am little late? Because you have only 2 chances anyways. Either you're going to cancel or you're going to go late. You have no other chances. So try your chance because you're already late. But don't show up late. You will never be hired. No. I wouldn't say never. There are some sectors they wouldn't care. Generally speaking, it's hard to hire somebody if they cannot even come to interview on time? So if you think that you're running late, you have two chances. Call them and reschedule if possible. If not possible, ask them if you can go late. If nothing is possible, sorry, you lost the chance. So what I would suggest, study the commute very well beforehand and know what time you have to leave home, how long would it take to go there, and calculate how can I be there 15 minutes early. So you will knock the door 15 minutes early, or at the latest 5 minutes early, but early. Don't knock the door at 9. If your interview is at 9, don't knock the door at 9. It's still better than being late, I understand, but give some time. Give some, hi, how are you, sitting time, drink your water. Maybe you're going to visit the restroom. Maybe they're going to give you some paperwork, give some block that, some extra stuff, for extra stuff. So 15 minutes is great. 30 minutes is too early. Not 20. 15 or 10 is good. 5 is acceptable. On time is still good than being late, but don't be late. Okay, demonstrate an appropriate sense of humor. Sometimes it's okay, it works. Make sure that customers feel they have your undivided attention. Very important. I've had candidates talking to me, but I couldn't tell if they were talking to me. It's like they were thinking something else also at the same time. I didn't feel like, that person is fully in the room and paying the attention to me. That's very important. Okay, guys, that's all for now. Write me down your comments, questions. I'm trying to share my 30 years experience in human resources and also other things we will talk. Other experiences or feelings. This is life. And what I said, friendship is the base. And as friends all together, we're going to help each other. Thank you so much. And subscribe, share, like, and comment. Bye.